Welcome to the Real Film Nerds Podcast.
Welcome, everyone. Are you ready for some Bad Boys for Life? Good, because that would have been a much better frickin' name than the name they gave the fourth Bad Boys, which is Bad Boys Ride or Die, which doesn't make any sense because you had the four. So Mike and I are going to screw up this title of this film the entire time. But anyways, happy Wednesday, everyone that is listening to this on Wednesday when we put them out. If Wednesday doesn't work for you, let us know. We can change when we put the podcast out, but no one is emailing us about that. So, we'll just stick with the schedule as it pertains. I usually do 7 o'clock in the morning, Arizona Standard Time, which is 10 o'clock East Coast right now?
Yeah, 10 o'clock East Coast.
With me, as always, rocking the Knights in Satan's Service shirt, Mysterious Mike Talent. How are you, sir?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Yep. We're in a little kiss action.
I love that. They call it Knights in Satan's Service. That's not what KISS really stands for, but I still think it's fucking hilarious.
Hey, man, a smear campaign is a smear campaign.
Dude, we need that. We need some more controversy right now surrounding metal so that metal gets big again. That would be awesome.
What kind of controversy? Well, I guess that's what a controversy is. Well, I don't know, Matt. Most of the controversies lately, I don't think there's anything. I'm trying to think of what the big one is. What's the latest big one?
For music?
Is it the Ticket Monster getting broken up stuff, or what is it?
The price of just going to concerts, or the fact that no one buys music anymore and everything's all streaming and online. But that's one of many things we can talk about. I still go to shows. I spend a lot of money on shows. So.
Well, yeah, the shows have not gotten any cheaper, Matt. How much are beers at your concerts? Like $95?
Yeah, well, then that's if you want the little beer.
Yeah, and then they're like, hey, do you want the girly size or the man size?
Yeah, you want the one that you can hold, that you have to hold your pinky out when you drink, or you want the one that your whole fist fits around? And you're like, yeah, I want the man size. And then they're like, all right, here, let me send you over to our lender, and we'll get you pre-qualified for a beer. It's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, they're like, so this is the Synchrony Financial service here for you. And they'll help you sign up for our venue's beer credit program, so you'll get one.
Yep, and you will have to pay it off for the rest of your natural life.
Dude, that would be super weird, but I totally could see the small lender market going into concerts. Oh man, weird.
Mike, stop it! No. Bad Mike, you're going to make concerts worse, and they're already very difficult as it is. No. Bad.
Okay. I'm shaking it off, Matt. I'm shaking it off.
Luckily, no one listens to this, so we'll be all right. So, speaking of Bad Boys, Mike, why don't you go ahead and break down our film this week, Bad Boys Ride or Die?
All right, Matt. Before I break it down real quick, I just wanted to comment on the title. Bad Boys Ride or Die sounds very Fast and the Furious. Do you think they were going after that a little bit? Like that kind of recognition stuff?
Maybe. I mean, it very much comes off as a Fast and Furious type movie. As we get it more and more into our review, we will probably talk about that. But, there's more cars, there's more traveling, more foreign entities. They're not to spoil it already, but they're on the run in this one. That's very all Fast and Furious-ish.
Okay. All right. Well, let's get back into it, Matt. Bad Boys, Ride or Die. So this movie was directed by... Oh, I did notes so I can say it right. Adil and Biwal, who also directed the Bad Boys for Life, which is the third installment of the Bad Boys that came out right before the pandemic, which I loved. I think Matt liked okay.
Yeah, it was good. Mike, I looked up my score. I gave it a 3.5.
Oh, nice. Okay, and this was written by Chris Brimmer and Will Beal, and is based on characters by George Gallo. And this is starring Will Smith, Martin Lawrence, Alexander Ludwig, Paula Nunez, Eric Dane, and Jacob Scipio. Oh, I'm sure I messed that up. And so, Matt, this movie has like a very generic. So it says, this summer, the world's favorite bad boys are back with their iconic mix of edge-of-your-seat action and outrageous comedy, but this time with a twist. Miami's finest are now on the run. So Matt, I'm going to give you a different summary because that one's kind of lame. I don't know. It didn't really. So, Bad Boys Ride or Die is the fourth installment in the Bad Boys series, starring Will Smith and Martin Lawrence. In this film, Mike and Marcus find themselves on the run after the former Captain Howard is implicated in a conspiracy involving drug cartels and police corruption. The plot explores themes of family and legacy, with Mike's son Armando playing a significant role. The movie combines intense action sequences with a series of signature comedy, setting up potential future directions for the franchise.
Was that a Chat GPT one, Mike, or is that a one you read below or lower? Belower? That's a word. Below the main description on IMDb.
So the first one was IMDb. The second one was ChatGPT.
See, I haven't even messed with any of that AI stuff. I'm too scared, Mike. I'm too scared. I've watched The Terminator, as every single news anchor says on the fucking planet.
Yes, Skynet is very much real now, and it will kill you. So, might as well embrace it.
The hell is taking so long? I mean, my life isn't getting any better.
I don't know, Matt, but, it's here. So, yay.
Yay, Skynet, finally.
Yeah.
Mercy.
Judgment Day is upon us.
I don't know, dude. It was supposed to be 92. It's now 2024. It's been a while. Or no, was it 99? In the movie from 92, they said 99, right?
Yeah, 92 said 99, yeah.
Yep. All right, so.
Well, 99, 2024, it's only 25 years in the grand scheme of things. That's not that much.
It's a blip for Skynet.
Yeah, it is a blip. Skynet's growing more powerful.
They need to hurry up, man. I'm tired of waiting for the Skynet. So, anyways, all right. So we'll stop talking about Skynet and the Terminator. Mike, why don't you give us your opinion on Bad Boys Ride or Die, since I already kind of gave mine a little bit.
So I had a great time with this movie. I liked it again. I feel like it was entertaining. It's a popcorn movie. There's nothing special about it, but it was entertaining. It was fun. It's good comedy. The story's not too bad. There's a little bit of twists and turns. Some of the things are turned around, but yeah, I like this movie, Matt.
Did you bring the kids?
No, I did not bring the kids. I mean, the one thing, being somebody who enjoys animals and animal lovers, the thing about the gator was like, come on, man.
Spoilers, Jesus, Mike.
Yeah, that was a little bit of a spoiler. I'm sorry.
Good old gator.
Duke.
You know that you wrote down the name of the gator from the film?
No, I just remember, dude, because it was ridiculous.
Oh, okay.
So the gator thing was just ridiculous.
We'll get into it. We'll get into it here in
yeah.
spoilers, Mike. We will. I know it's burning, a hole in your heart. It was insanely huge, even though it'd been there trapped alone forever. And God knows what it was eating. People, I guess. But anyways, so I enjoyed Bad Boys Ride or Die as well. I don't know if I enjoyed it as much as you. It just seemed like more of the same. It almost feels like Bad Boys 1 and 2 are one side of are characters, and Bad Boys 3 and 4 are another side. Granted, the first two are done by Michael Bay, who, spoilers, has a cameo in this movie, which was fantastic. Did you catch that?
Yeah, it was really funny. Yeah, I caught it.
And you know what that came from, because he had the cameo in, I think it was 2. He did the same thing with his Porsche in 2.
Oh, did he? That's funny.
But I think it was Will Smith who he hit instead of Martin Lawrence.
Well, I mean, this isn't a spoiler, man. I will say that this movie makes Miami look very nice. And it's not that Miami's not nice, but it's really, really busy and kind of crazy all the time. And this movie made it look like it's not like that. And I was like, these is lies. Lies.
Yeah, the handful of times I've been to Miami with you, specifically when we went to our buddy's wedding, because we flew out of Miami, dude, we barely were able to like move on the highways. And here the highways are open and flowing. I mean, even in the middle of the freaking night, I remember we were getting dinner at like 3 a.m, and we still could not move anywhere. I mean, Miami has so many people, but all these movies, Bad Boys 1 through 4, make Miami look absolutely amazing, incredible, the place to be, all that stuff, which is what movies do, though.
Yeah. I'm not saying Miami's like bad. I'm just saying it was portrayed and it was like kind of a character in the show or in the movie a little bit, and it makes it look nicer than it is. But I mean, so did Dexter, Dexter made it look awesome too.
Yeah, but that's what they do. I mean, no matter what city they shoot in, they make it look absolutely incredible, unless the film is specifically making commentary about the city. Like LA always looks really good, and LA is not like that. Miami, New York always looks fantastic, and New York doesn't look like that. So, but Miami is definitely one of those things that is Bad Boys. Like they haven't done a Bad Boys anywhere else, which is good. They're local cops in Miami. They need to stick to it, but they always end up in weird, exotic locations, especially in this one.
Yeah, I mean, to a point, but yeah, okay. Well, man, I think we're having a hard time. I mean, I've already spoiled some stuff. You're dancing around it. I think I'm just gonna have to jump into what are you drinking, Matt?
Well, Mike, gracias for asking. I am continuing my health journey, I guess is the way to put it. My trying not to have a heart attack and die or so. I don't know. So I'm not drinking really at all. But I have some Michelob Ultras that are, 90 calories, and that's what I'm drinking this evening is another Michelob Ultra, because that's what I'm trying to be good.
Well, all right, Matt. That's great. Michelob Ultra, nice low calories. I've had several of those in my life.
It's my go-to like cheap beer nowadays, just mostly for calories. I still prefer the High Life, but the calories and the carbs are much lower in the Ultra. So.
Yep, for sure, man. Okay, so I'm still drinking the summer shandies, Matt, but I think I'll be changing to something next week.
Oh, okay, great. So we get to anticipate Mike getting a new beer next week. I'm putting my money on White Claws.
Well, those have kind of gone out of favor, so, maybe I'll get a good deal on them.
Really? Because, yeah, I mean, they're still pretty hot and heavy over here. I think I might go and get the cheap ones at Costco, the Kirkland brand ones, because they're pretty low in calories, and at least it'll be something a little different than an Ultra,
Yeah, for sure.
And they're really easy to drink, especially when it's hot. But anyways, all right, Mike, your favorite part of the entire podcast right here, right now. What is this week's incredible dad joke?
I got dad jokes. I don't think they understand, though. Gotta think I'm funny. Other people never laugh, though. Dad jokes.
Okay, Matt. Are you ready for this one?
Do I have to be?
So what did the Miami Vice detectives, or why did the Miami Vice detectives start a band?
Because they were bad boys?
Because they wanted to nail some killer tracks.
Wow. All right.
Yes.
Okay. That is definitely on point. That's a lot more on point than I thought it was going to be. So good job, Mike. Kudos.
Yeah. All right. That one was fun.
Alrighty, so this next one, I know we both were sitting there trying to look through it, and you found it before I did. But Mike, how does Bad Boys Ride or Die relate to the Marvel Cinematic Universe?
All right, Matt. Well, I thought this one would be a little easier than it was, but I did have to go a little bit down into some of the other departments. But the composer for this movie, Lauren Baff, was also the composer for Black Widow.
There you go. And, I actually did enjoy Black Widow. I thought that movie wasn't too bad. It wasn't incredible. I wanted it to be better, but it definitely is not the worst MCU movie by a long shot. I did enjoy that film.
No, I had a good time with it. Yeah, it's kind of got a little special place in my heart, Matt, because we rented out a theater and my son Flynn ran all over the theater and it was totally okay. And I thought that was fine.
Was that Black Widow? I remember you doing that. I thought that was...
Dude,
didn't
that
you
was-
do that for Jurassic Park, too?
Well, we went and saw a few, they had a few things where some people that we know rented them, but the one we actually rented was Black Widow.
That's a good
And-
memory. I like
Yeah.
that. That's awesome.
Yeah. And so it was cool. It was just friends, and I basically had to chase Flynn most of the movie. We were up at the front of the screen for half the movie.
Well, Mike, it's a difficult job and someone has to do it.
Yeah. But it was fun. So,
So, all right, Mike. Well, speaking of things that are fun, why not have another giveaway 2 weeks in a row?
dude, let's do it.
All right, so this week we're giving away digital copies for a film by the name of Shadowland.
Okay, Shadowland. What is it about, man?
Well, it's about assassination attempts and presidents and all kinds of interesting things.
Oh, okay. Sounds like a nice thriller, dude.
Yeah. Well, we'll see how it goes. It stars John Voight. So, Mike, I had you come up with a question for our listeners to write into you. They have to email you to be put in our contest to win a copy of Shadowland. Mike, what do they need to do pertaining to Mr. John Voight?
All right. Well, why don't they tell us 2 other times that John Voight played a presidential character? Just tell us what it was in.
Okay,
How
well,
about
you
that?
totally changed that around how you were originally going to do it, but hey, that works. So tell us the other 2 times that John Voight played the president. What programs, TV shows, movies, Nabisco commercials did John Voight play the president?
Nabisco commercials. Yeah.
Here's a little trivia about John Voight. Do you know that John Voight is one of the few celebrities that came out to Prescott after the Yarnell 19? I don't want to say disaster, but that's kind of what it was. The Yarnell 19 tragedy. That's better than disaster.
Yeah, tragedy. No, I didn't know he came out there.
Yeah, he came out we had the community had a big fundraiser, and he was one of the people that came out on stage and talked and gave a presentation and all kinds of stuff. It was interesting.
Well, that's nice.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, he came out, and then Slash did a benefit concert, which, whew, man, that was a tough night. I photographed that whole thing. That was a tough one.
Wow. All right.
It was in the monsoons, and it was raining, and they wouldn't let anybody out towards the stage. They all had to stay back underneath the awnings where all the seats were, and all the photographers and videographers. We were all out in the rain, standing in electrical wires and puddles, and yeah, it was a little scary. Lightning.
Well, You made it, Matt. You made it, and I'm sure you got the shot.
I did. I posted it, ran in the paper and all that other stuff. But yeah, I got several shots of Slash. It was a lot of fun.
Very
And
cool.
there was a bunch of other bands too. Bands nobody else would know because they're metal bands. But anyways, let me get on with the business for our giveaway for Shadowland. Haunted by nightmares of an assassination, a former president uncovers a conspiracy to discredit his legitimacy. Together with his advisor, they race to expose the truth, avert a global crisis, and vindicate his presidency. Starring John Voight, Shadowland is available to buy on digital now, and it is rated R. It is from Republic Pictures. So there you go. Get your emails into Mike at realfilmnerds.com, and we will put you on our contest to get a free copy.
All right. Yep. Definitely do that. And so, Matt, does that put us in our spoiler zone?
Yeah, we have, we're over our time that I tried to stick to, which we knew was going to happen. But now we are in the spoiler zone, Mike, your favorite. It's like the Twilight Zone, but it's spoiled.
Right. Exactly, Matt. Just like the Twilight Zone, but spoiled. So, Matt, it drives me nuts in the movies when they make the animals seem like they're out to get people, especially things like gators and stuff. Sure, gators do attack people every year, all the time, often in Florida, but there's a lot of gators in Florida. And it just drives me nuts that they always use in sharks and various other big snakes, I guess. They make all these animal things seem like they're out to get people when that's not what happens at all. Most of the time the interactions are accidental or defensive. I mean, I guess occasionally there's a mountain lion that attacks somebody who's actually trying to attack them, but I just feel like these incidents are exactly that. They're just an accident, or they're scared or cornered or whatever. It's just not the same. I don't know. So that was one of my gripes with the movie, Matt. But I did like some of the cinematography in this, Matt. They had some kind of crazy rig, Matt, when they were in the house or whatever towards the end there with
The first person views?
Yeah, the first person where they could flip them around, dude.
Did you see how they did that? Did you see the behind the scenes?
Yeah.
Yeah,
it was
that was
awesome,
pretty wild,
dude.
right? Yeah.
That was really cool. I mean, it's a lot of work on the actors, but it was cool.
Oh, I liked it. I thought it was awesome. They specifically did it with Will Smith and Martin Lawrence, and that was awesome.
Yeah. Back to some of the cinematography stuff or just some of the topics in the movie. Matt, what did you think about them using the drone stuff in this? To shoot and also just having some drones to do some damage?
Is what it is, man. People have are scared to death of drones and all that other shit, and it's just what it is. I mean, there's no way in hell those drones would have been flying that long, carrying armaments, all that stuff, and still be that small. It just doesn't work like that. The weight, the power to weight ratio, all that shit just doesn't work like that.
Yeah, the where they go in and they fog out the thing or they drop smoke. I thought that was cool, but I'm like, I don't think, and it seemed too easy. I don't know. It's like they knew the route that they were flying before they flew it.
In a building they've never been in, right? Unless they have the
Correct.
building mapped and it's programmed through AI, they would not have had any way to know without crashing to a wall or whatever.
Yeah. And then what did you think about, so they did some of that stuff where the shot turns from a drone into a handheld camera, but it's seamless. That stuff's cool where they do the no cut, but it is a cut, stitching kind of stuff.
Yeah, well, they just kind of transition from one camera to another in a different entity in a different way seamlessly. And Yeah, I think a lot of that stuff was awesome. I think that's one of the highlights of this film. The two directors are only getting better. Like, they were really good in Bad Boys for Life, but I think the cinematography was better in this one.
Yeah. And then, of course, they had some throwbacks to Michael Bay, some circle camera shots. And
You got to.
Yeah,
The one thing I didn't like, though, is I don't think the story was as strong in this one as it was in the first one. Or not the first one, the third one.
Okay. The Bad Boys for Life.
Yes. The first one done by these directors.
Yes, gotcha. Well, I like this one because it kind of flipped the script and Will Smith's character was more having kind of some health, self-induced, but like health issues. And Martin Lawrence's character, although he had like a heart attack, after that he was mostly fine. Like he didn't, he wasn't supposed to be overdoing it or anything, which he did constantly, and he was supposed to eat better, but it seemed like the focus was more on Will Smith's character's health, kind of more. So I kind of like that. It was a little bit of a different take on it.
It was a role reversal, which I liked, but I didn't like at the same time. Like, Will Smith has always been the playboy. He's always been the rich cop that doesn't have to be a cop because he has all this money he inherited, but he's still doing it because he loves it. And Martin Lawrence has always been the family man, and he's always been the one, I got to be around for my family and my kids and all this other stuff. And they flipped the script in this one and made Will Smith I don't want to die and, leave my new wife alone. And, what about my son that I just met in my last film and all this other stuff, where Martin Lawrence is like, fuck it, I'm off to the races. Let's go have fun. I'm living life to the fullest. So it was fun. I liked it, but it's not who these characters are. But I think it works for this film.
Okay. All right. I gotcha. Oh, and what did you think about the son-in-law, Martin Lawrence's son-in-law, the Marine?
Oh, dude, Reggie.
Reggie, the scene, dude. I love that scene, dude. That was awesome.
So that's one of the most talked about scenes since this movie came out, because Dennis Green, who plays Reggie, has not acted in any other films or any other shows or anything. He's only done Bad Boys since the first one. And, he was a teenager or early 20s probably in the first one. And now, it's been, God, that was what, 95? So
95, dude. It's been like 30 years, too.
Yeah, so he's in it well into his probably 30s now. But he has this just stale-faced, dry, flat sense of humor that just works so freaking good as Reggie. And I really wish he would do more stuff. I mean, Mike, to put it in perspective, he doesn't even have a picture on IMDb.
Oh man. Yeah, no, but his character was so awesome in this with the Marine, the assault on the house, dude, I loved it. And Martin Lawrence is he's like, "What are you eating all my snacks?"
Okay, all right. I take it back.
Go get a job.
I take it back. He was not in the first Bad Boys. He was in Bad Boys 2, which was 2003. So he's probably in his 30s though. But yeah, Reggie he stole the show, dude. He stole the show big time in this film, and the internet is buzzing about it. Everybody's talking about it. Dennis Green, do some more shit. You're fucking hilarious, dude.
Dude, that was awesome. It was great. I love that he's been in at least. I mean, he's been in 3 out of the 4 movies, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, and he's the same character, but I thought for sure he was in the first one, but no, the second one is really where they dive into Marcus's family, or Martin Lawrence's family.
Yeah, they do. You're right. The first one is more just about them, and you're more introduced to the Miami. It's more about the cop job.
Yeah, the world of Will Smith and Martin Lawrence and being cops in Miami and all that stuff. The second one is where they really started introducing the family. See, Mike, again, Fast and Furious.
Yeah, but the first Fast and Furious was all about family.
Yeah, not the first Bad Boys. It didn't come around till the second.
Yeah. Yeah. And one thing that I will say that's a little different between these directors and Michael Bay, it doesn't just have some beautiful woman just kind of randomly that Michael Bay needs to catch running, who's like starring in it or something. He always had these just women in the movies.
It's just a shame. What'd you think of Rhea Seehorn from Better Call Saul fame as the daughter of the police captain that was murdered in the third film?
I thought she was okay, but I mean, she's not in it that much, and it was hard for her, like me, to believe a lot of her character. But, she was fine because, there's a lot of other stuff going on. It was a little bit weird.
Harsh, Mike, harsh. I like the addition of her. I think, we're going to see more and more Bad Boys franchise films, and I don't know if we're going to keep getting Will Smith or Martin Lawrence. I don't know how much longer they're going to do it, but I'd like to see like a team up, of Martin Lawrence's son Reggie and Will Smith's son, and then be the new Bad Boys. How awesome would that be?
Oh, that'd actually be that's a good idea, man.
It's pretty
good. That's a good idea, Matt. Let's talk to Michael Bay. Let's get it done.
I'll give him a call. I got his cell phone number, right?
Okay. The other thing I was going to ask, I totally slipped my mind, Matt. What about the slap scene? Did you, dude?
I was just going to talk about that, and you asked me about it. The slap scene, like I talked about it on the last podcast, I think. I know I talked about it on the radio.
You did. You did
Okay.
a little bit.
Yeah, basically, if Will Smith doesn't get the shit slapped out of him, this movie's going to be a failure, and he did. And it was perfect, and I love how Martin Lawrence just slapped him, and then he continues to slap him like 7 more fucking times. That was just fantastic. That was great.
Oh, one other thing I needed to ask you. It just popped in my head, Matt. So the redneck scene or whatever, where they're out
Stealing
in
the
the
clothes.
swamp,
Yeah.
stealing the clothes. It's in the trailer, kind of. The end when they're driving away with the truck and they actually got Reba to sing "Bad Boys."
That was pretty good.
Awesome. I thought that was so funny.
That was fantastic. That was really fun. That scene almost completely slipped my head because it's so short and it's such a small part, but it is in the trailer, But I wouldn't have cut it. I would have left it in. It's fun. It adds a little levity to it, and it just shows you, watch out where you wander into in a swamp.
Yes, very much so. And you got to know your Reba songs.
You have to. You got to know your Reba songs. And now we can put down Bad Boys.
Yeah. That was a funny scene. All right. I think that's it. I had a great time watching this, Matt. I think this is a good summer movie. Obviously, it's not the Fall Guy, but it is an awesome summer movie, and this one's doing well, so that's good. Like, it made more. Dude, they were really nervous. Hollywood's like, man, this is like the worst summer we've ever had.
Yeah, well, they had the worst Memorial Day weekend since '95, and shit just hasn't been doing well at all this year. And God, I really just hope this isn't the year where movie theaters go away. I'm really going to be sad, but you can't control it, man. It is what it is.
Yeah, well, there might be a reduction. I don't know what's going to happen, but I can tell you that my movie theater that I frequent, the prices are going up quickly for everything.
Well, dude, we're doing our part. We're going every week, so.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, Mike, so how many reels do you give Bad Boys Ride or Die?
I'm going to give it 4.5 reels. I had a great time.
Holy shit, 4.5 reels? Wow.
Had a great
Fuck,
time, dude.
That's a really high rating. Wow. What did you give Bad Boys for Life? Go look it up. Quick. Oh, wait, you don't use the app that I use, do you?
No, I don't use the app. It's going to take me a while. I'll have to have my AI agent do it for me.
Poor Mike. See, it's all about the letterbox. I looked it right up. So I give this the same rating as Bad Boys for Life. I give it 3.5. I had a good time. I enjoyed it. Honestly, I think I liked Bad Boys for Life a little bit better. They had that really cool, fucking crazy ass scene on the motorcycles.
Oh yeah.
This one had some cool scenes. The cinematography is definitely better in this. I just don't think the story is as strong. I liked a lot of it. I like that they stuck with Will Smith's son still being a part of the franchise. Reggie was one of the best parts of these two films to date. That shit was great. I think the fact that Will Smith gets married kind of defeats the purpose of the dichotomy of the two. And then you don't really see her much in the film at all. And it's his therapist that he fell in love with and married. And it's just, I wasn't too hot on that whole thing. I don't know, dude. And then the whole overall about, it being a drug cartel and they're framing the captain. And I think the story could have been better, I guess. That's all.
Okay. I did like how they used some tech in there too for like copying the voices and stuff. I was like, oh yeah, you can do that pretty easy now.
I like how the two people, I'm forgetting their names. They're like partners that helped out in the third one. They were like the people in the trucks are like hooking up now. That was a nice little twist. That was kind of fun.
Yeah. I mean, it makes sense. They spend a lot of time together.
Dude, she's hot. He's fairly attractive. I don't judge men, and they spend all day in a van together. I mean, what do you expect? No one's paying attention. You get bored. Might as well play hide the penis.
Oh, where'd it go?
Oh, I lost it again. Oh, no, there it is. Oh, I lost it again. It's terrible. Mike's laughing his ass off. He's just not by the mic. Sorry, guys.
It's true. It's true. All right.
Okay, so Mike, what movie are you gonna make me watch next week or this week?
We're gonna watch Inside Out Part 2.
Which is what, Mike?
It's a Pixar movie.
Which is what, Mike?
A movie about emotions?
It's a kids movie.
Oh yeah, no, dude. Well, there's nothing else coming out, so. There.
I know. And I did watch Inside Out Part 1 this weekend.
What'd you think?
It's pretty good. It's very creative. The story is very, very creative. So I'm kind of looking forward to it.
All right. There you go.
I think it'll be fun.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm dragging you to that one, Matt. There's nothing really else coming out. I don't know. The movies are just slow this summer because strikes and stuff.
Well, next week, dude, not next week, but 2 weeks from now, I'm kind of looking forward to that one. But we'll talk about that later.
All right. Cool.
So why don't you do your thing, Mike?
Okay. Well, thanks everybody for listening. Make sure to follow us on Instagram, Twitter, X, Meta, Facebook, whatever things are called these days. And we'll catch you on our next pod. And don't forget to enter our contest for the movie. Tell me what other two movies or TV series that Jon Voight was a president character. I guess we'll see everybody, or we'll catch you on the next pod. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you for listening to The Real Film Nerds. Now, don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Real Film Nerds. Now, go out and catch a movie.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to Ma Henshaw Loses Her Cookies, episode 67. Bad Boys. Oh my goodness. Ride or die. I think that's what it is. Anyway. Hi, Matt.
Bad Boys, oh my goodness, Ride or Die. That's a new title.
Yeah. That's it. Oh my goodness.
Hello, Mother dear. This is your podcast, but I seem like I always have to take the wheel.
Wait, I'm not driving. I'm not allowed. But anyway, oh, Katie.
You're driving your podcast.
Well, that is true. That is true.
You can do it from the comfort of your bed.
Yeah, I am sitting on the bed here.
Okay, well,
But
let's go.
anyway.
Let's do your thing. Come on, you old biddy. Bad Boys, Ride or Die. Will Smith, Martin Lawrence. Woo!
I know, and I love them both. And I think this was a really great, fun movie. And I really loved it. And I'm sure everybody wants to see it. And boy, I'm glad I got to see it. I thought, they can't. This is like the third movie. It ain't going to be no good. I thought, it's going to be boring.
Wait.
No.
You didn't like the third one?
Oh, was this the fourth one?
Yeah.
Oh, crummies. Well, anyway. Oh, this is the fourth one. And so I thought it wouldn't be any good. But you know what? Yeah, it was very, very good and very fun. I did miss the Mini Cooper.
Wait, what? You're getting it very confused with other films. But did you not watch the third one?
Yeah, I did.
Where is the Mini Cooper coming from?
Well, it's either the third one that had a Mini Cooper or the second one of them that I watched. And I thought
I don't remember a Mini Cooper in any of them. I remember a Porsche.
No, what
a
about
motorcycle?
the car that the piano fell on?
What?
Yeah, and then he was taking the baby to his wife to babysit, and they parked the car, and a piano fell out of the second floor onto the car. I thought that was really cool. They didn't have that this time, but that's okay.
Well, of course not. It's already a gag they did, if according to you. Yeah. But I think that would have been the second one, maybe? A baby for his wife to watch? Oh, was it his grandson?
It was a grandson.
Yeah, then that was the third one. Yeah.
There you go. See, I wasn't wrong. Oh, yay.
No, you're just crazy.
No, but I thought that was a real blast because he knew he was going to get in so much trouble because it was his wife's car. Oh, boo. Anyway, no, this was really a hoot and really fun. And I don't want to say a lot of it because, can I say that?
You can say whatever you want. It's your podcast. If you want to sit here and talk about pistachios, you can.
Oh, I love pistachios, but they hurt your teeth. Well, anyhow, I loved it because he almost dies, but then he comes back and he's revived and all this. And so he feels like that he can't die because, he was blessed by coming back and all this stuff. And it's really funny because sometimes he finds out, whoops, wait a minute, maybe not. I love that part. That was really fun. And the cinematography was just beautiful of Miami, as usual. Miami is, very interesting and great shots of Miami all over the place. And I love the interaction between Will and Martin. It's always just super. In the beginning, I absolutely loved the very beginning part of it. Was so fun. Because like usual, Martin kind of slows Will down because he needs to stop. And I won't say why. But anyway, lots of fun, funny, great lines. I just really enjoyed it. And I wanted to have the bad guys caught because that was rotten how they killed their boss in the third one. And I wanted them to find who killed him.
Well, Mom, you know who kills him. It's in the third one.
Well, I know, but I mean, there's.
He's serving time in jail.
I know, but there's bad guys in back of that. You know what I mean? and there's a well, anyway, it's involved, and I'm not going to talk about it.
That's my mom giving up.
Yeah, it is. Anyway, yeah. Anyway, it was great, folks. Everybody should go see it, and I think everybody is going to see it because I found out. I think it was on the radio or somewhere where this movie it's made $100 million, and people are going and seeing it and laughing themselves silly. And yeah, even the audience that was at our show just had a blast, and so did I.
I'm not sure if it made $100 million or not. I know it's making a good run, but I don't think it's making $100 million.
Oh, well, whoever said it then was wrong, but they said it was a top money maker, and they used that amount, and I doubt it. But yeah, you're right. They're probably wrong there, but what do I know? But I mean, there was, I kind of got confused, the final battles, etc., of getting the bad guys, because there were like two factions, and
What do you mean by two factions?
Well, there's the folks that, the police that came in, but then there was the captain's daughter, and what was she? I'm trying to think. But anyway, and then her people, and I kind of, needed to keep track of who was what, where, and when, and all that stuff. Great stunts, though, really great. Really fun. But I did question, usually when a helicopter hits the water or anywhere, people don't really tend to survive it, but they did. That was cool. Anyway, really crazy movie and fun, and you better go see it, okay? In the theaters.
With or without your children?
Either one. Well, no, you can't go with your children because there's F-bombs and MF bombs and all that stuff.
Well, it is a rated R film.
That's true. You can't take your kids. Oh, fizzle. That's true. Oh, well. It's the way it goes. Not that the kids don't hear it when they go to school, but still, no. No nudity or any of that stuff,
Were you disappointed that there's no nudity?
Absolutely. But, oh, well, what can you do?
I mean, we all know how much you love your nudity, Mom.
Well, I do love six-pack abs and things like that. That I like. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
All that.
You like what's below six-pack abs. I know you. You're dirty.
Well, don't even. Well,
you're a dirty old lady.
Oh, well, no. I'm
telling Dad.
Normal. No, I'm just. Well, he knows. Never mind.
He knows.
Well, he knows what I like. Don't go there.
Jesus.
Anyway. But anyway, everybody go see this movie because it's so fun. And Martin Lawrence he's just so funny and awesome. Did you know he's 59 years old?
Martin Lawrence, yeah. You know why? I looked it up on the IMDb.
Well, I didn't. I Googled it. Anyway, he's got a lot of years left to make more movies if his knees don't give out or, he doesn't get arthritis or something. Yeah.
Well, he's had the opportunity to make more movies, but he just hasn't.
Oh, he has had the opportunity? I didn't know it.
Well, Mom, he's a celebrity, you would think.
Oh, yeah. He is. I Googled, I always like to see the actors' kids, except I haven't Googled Will Smith yet, but Martin has some really beautiful daughters. Woo, they are really
Will Smith has lots of kids. I mean, he has one, Jaden Smith, who's been acting already. He was in Karate Kid remake that was horrible. Jackie
Oh.
Chan.
Uh-oh. That was horrible.
It's
Oh,
a really bad movie.
oh, my. Well, yeah, now I will have to Google Will Smith's kids, too.
Okay,
You know.
so let's do this. What did you think of the slap?
Awesome, but I wasn't going to spoil the fun. I was going to let people find out that there was a slap because I'll bet everybody would say, was there a slap?
I talked about it on the radio. I talked about it in my podcast with Mike. Of course you're going to talk about it.
Well, okay. I thought it was cool. I thought it was great and funny, but that's me. Yeah,
That's why I asked. This is Ma Hinshaw Loses Her Cookies, episode number 67.
right. And I thought it was great. I'm glad they put it in there. I really am,
Okay, so are you excited for next week's movie?
No, I'm not. I'm nervous about it because it sounds very intellectual with cartoon characters or something.
How is it intellectual? It's rated PG. It's a Pixar movie.
Well, I don't know. Teenagers and emotions. Are you kidding?
Okay,
Well,
have you seen the
it's
first one
funny.
yet?
No, I haven't.
I watched it over the weekend. I am disappointed in you. I found a spare hour and a half to watch a movie, and you haven't?
No, but I'll try and do it tomorrow because I have some free time.
I mean, seriously, Mom, how many hours a day do you sit there and pick your butt?
I do not do that. Cut that out. I do not do that. Good grief. I do
Well,
laundry.
what else do you do? You don't have anything else to do but watch TV and movies and
I
drink.
do. Excuse me. I do laundry. I cook meals. I made taco salad tonight. I mean, I have my plants that I must water every day or they will die. I have things to do.
And you
So-
mine for black gold.
I wish. Yeah, in the backyard. No, that's a septic tank. Well,
Exactly. See, you just talked about your backyard and mining for black gold.
anyhow.
So you do pick your butt. You admitted it
No,
here on Ma
no,
Hinshaw Loses Her
it's
Cookies,
not
episode number 67.
No, I never. Nope.
I'm putting this in the show notes.
No, don't you dare. I don't do that. Anyway.
Okay, so do you think you're going to get to Inside Out or not? You need to have your nephew put it on for you so you can watch it.
Oh, I will. I'll get to it. Wait a minute. I'm trying to think of it's
Your nephew, sorry, your grandson,
yeah.
my nephew. I apologize.
whoever they are. There's some kid around there.
The spawn of my older sister.
Right. Anyway. Yeah. Oh, I remembered. Gee, I remembered what streaming service it's on. Oh,
Disney,
good.
it's Pixar.
Right. Disney. Okay. That's
Oh,
also.
Jesus. I'm not even going to justify that.
I watch a lot of kid things. I even watch Bluey sometimes to let my granddaughter know that Gaga still watches her program and I know who Bluey is.
I thought
Hmm?
I thought she called Bill's wife Gaga.
No, I'm Gaga.
You should be Graham.
Well, I don't care what she says. She calls me Gaga, and she calls me on the phone too. So, well, her mother does, but and she'll say, "Hi, Gaga." Yes, I'm Gaga.
Okay, well, Gaga, how many reels do you give Bad Boys Ride or Die? Or reels, cookies, whatever the fuck you do.
I give them cookies. Yeah, but I need to bake them because my cookies are all gone. I got to bake some more.
Yeah, they get stolen.
I know they do. They go. And I think I'm going to make jamborees next, which has jam in the middle of the cookie, which is cool. Okay, I give it 4.5 because I took that half off a little bit because I really, the end sequence where, everybody's getting all the bad guys and who's where and what and all that was a little bit, I don't know if it was a photography or what, but anyway, 4.5 for me. Okay.
Did you do 4.5 on the radio, or did you just do 4? Because Mike gave it 4.5, and I thought you only gave it 4.
Well, I don't know. Maybe I gave. No, I don't think I gave it 4.
Well, you need to know your rating. This is why I had you get the Letterboxd app that I keep telling Mike to use too, but Mike won't use it either. So
He's a
God, you
grown.
guys are a mess.
Yes, we are a mess. No, I'm pretty sure I did 4.5 because I don't want to. I mean, it's a great movie, but it's just I had a little bit of issues with that little bit of stuff, that's all. And I love the last scene. It's so funny. Anyway, you got to watch it so you can see because there's lots of funny stuff in it, okay?
I already watched it.
Well, other folks, our myriad of people who listen to us.
Your illustrious fans.
Right.
Hey, Eric is still waiting on his shirt. You need to get that shit put together.
Oh, no way. You would have to do it. I can't. No. Anyway. Well, love you. And love everybody. And you got to see this. I love Martin and Will. They're just awesome.
This is what happens when Ma Hinshaw takes Xanax. She loves everyone.
Yep, I do.
Anyways, okay, are you done? Can I end this?
Yes, I'm done. I'm finished.
Shit show? Okay, good.
Yep.
Thank you, everyone, for tuning in to another electrifying episode of Ma Hinshaw Loses Her Cookies. Next week, the Pixar original Inside Out 2, only in theaters, at least for a while. So yeah, kids movie. We'll see how it goes. Again, thanks everyone for listening. See ya.
Bye.